Alright, we're gonna take a look at some news. Rally car crashes into the crowd. Oh boy. I'm sorry. Yeah, the people who got hit on impact, yeah. Oh god! Oh, that dude got hit. Oh, that's bad.
Pictures obtained by 7 News show the moment a car plows.
Okay, we can't see that anymore. Jesus Christ. 2 adults were killed and 3 people injured after a vehicle slammed into them at a race in Ecuador. The tragic incident unfolded after dozens of spectators gathered along a narrow 2-lane road to celebrate the annual Return to Ecuador race in Ambato, a city in the central province in Tungurahua? Tungurahua? Oh, no, I'm so sorry. How do I say this? On Wednesday afternoon. Oh, what? It means throat of fire.
Tungurahua.
Tungurahua?
Tungurahua.
Oh, okay. So I said it correct the first time, I think. Anyways, those who died were identified as Santiago Ortiz, 52, and Daniela, Espen, 21. Oh, Jesus. Ortiz's son was rushed to the and went under surgery to have both his legs amputated. Jesus, no fucking way. So there was a third victim who was Ortiz's son. Footage filmed by one of the spectators showed the vehicle traveling at high speed and just missed hitting 2 men who were recording it as it veered off the paved road. Oh, so it missed them. I thought it hit them. I was like, holy shit, they were so close. Second video showed the race car sliding down the road and moving down a group of fans before barreling into a parked vehicle. The car then flipped in the air. The impact of the accident sent several spectators running from the parked vehicle, including one man who fell to the ground but immediately got back up as soon as the tires just missed rolling over his body. Jesus. Here's the... He was a model and a dancer? Jesus, fuck. Here's Santiago. Online news outlet InfoBay reported that the race car was just 982 feet away from crossing the finish line. Yeah, that was basically the last stretch. El Comercio newspaper reported that the driver, Mauricio Herdoza, and his passenger, Jose Sevilla, were not injured. Ecuadorian newspaper actually reported that Ortiz and his son had been supporting a family member who was in the race. Espen, a model and dancer, joined 2 of her sisters to watch her first race. Her mother, Margarita Espen, told the newspaper. Daniela's twin sister was also injured the accident and has since been discharged from a hospital. They went out together and only one returned, Margarita heartbreakingly said. One of Espen's aunts told Extra that the family learned of the accident through social media and became more concerned after she failed to respond to their messages. Ambato Mayor Luis Constant told the local media that a permit had been issued for the yearly race that's part of the city's tradition, and that a capacity of 200 people were allowed to attend. Yeah, I was like, did this guy get hit? Because I was like, holy shit. There were ambulances, paramedics, everything required by law, Constant said. The Tengurua Attorney General's office investigating the accident. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the issue is people are like right too close to the road and shit. Yeah, that's the issue. You can't stand right there. Especially with how dangerous rally racing is sometimes, especially if you're not right with no barriers and everything. Some of these people are not pros, or well, I mean, I guess you could say they are, but it's like some crazy right? Some mishaps can still happen. On to the next. Oh wait. Let me make sure I have this in the... I will put all this description too for the YouTube stuff. Netflix accuses Joe Rogan of fueling dangerous Craze that sparked panic in the U.S. government. Uh-oh. What did he do?
At what point in time did you say, hey, this is not normal work? Like, this doesn't even seem like it's from this planet.
Oh, Bob Lazar. Oh, the UFO stuff.
I can't tell you what day that occurred on because so much time has gone by. The days have kind of fused into one, and I can't separate the days.
Was it a slow burn, or was there a moment of recognition?
Well, the first inkling I had was when I came in. There's this facility that is at S4. It's in the side of a mountain. And normally we had pulled in with the bus and gone around the front through a normal double door. This time that I went in, there were hangar doors open. I went in through the hangar door, and in the hangar door was the disc, the flying saucer that I worked on. I saw it sitting there, and we walked by it. It had a little American flag stuck on the side, and I thought, oh my God, this finally explains all the flying saucer stories. This is just an advanced fighter.
Oh, no, that's just what Bob Lazar says. I don't fucking know. The most popular episode of Joe Rogan's podcast has been credited with inspiring and viral movement from the gates of Area 51. Yeah, that was dumb. In the summer of 2019, Netflix released a new episode of its Trainwreck documentary that featured Maddie Roberts, who organized the Facebook campaign Storm Area 51. They Can't Stop All of Us, which saw 2 million people commit to rushing the Nevada base. Roberts said the idea came after he watched Area 51 whistleblower Bob Lazar, who claimed to have worked on projects involving the reverse engineering of the extraterrestrial spacecraft while staffed at the base in 1989. Lazar's viral sit-down with Rogan further detailed what he did at the facility, including his work on an extraterrestrial antimatter reactor, working on advanced flying saucers built by the military, and climbing inside a real UFO. June 2019 viewed over 64 million times, most of any Rogan's episodes. I thought, oh my god, this finally explains the flying saucer stories, Robert said. What the fuck? Excited by what he heard during this 2-hour interview, he sent out a rallying cry on social media on July 27, 2019, hoping he would find other eagers to... Why does he look like a chick here? So what's with the long hair? It seemed like a hilarious idea to me. Represent Decuser's train wreck. After just 3 days on Facebook, Roberts' call on Charge Gates U.S. Air Force facility turned into an internet. I don't. Alright. I don't think I'm gonna read the rest of this. Maddie organized a Facebook. Oh yeah, that's the Maddie guy, I guess. Area 51 has been tied to extraterrestrial lore for decades, with UFO researchers and conspiracy theorists claiming the secret government projects have been conducted ever since 1950s. Well, I mean, yeah, we do have secret bases where, yeah, unfortunately, civilians will never get into. Not unless you're some, like, military official. Or, like, actually working within these facilities. You're never gonna fucking get into any of this shit. Sorry. You're never gonna know. That's just how it is. Yeah, even... I mean, everyone knows the right Area 51. That's a well-known right one. But there's other... Right, there's that other base he was talking where it's in the side of the right mountain. So yeah, the government has facilities that are very hidden, sort of, kind of. Anyways, I'll leave this in the doc as well, or in the description. Oh shit! Kanye West posts disturbing selfie as wife Bianca Censori's Instagram is hacked. Uh-oh. Wait, what happened? Kanye West dropped a chilling selfie to his Instagram as his wife Bianca Censori revealed her own account has been repeatedly targeted by hackers. A disturbing photo appeared to capture the controversial rapper, 48, shielded behind a perforated green mask with a hoodie thrown over his head. His Instagram stories also contain various other mysterious artwork, including a photo of what seemed to be Kanye walking through an empty scene as a white dove flew overhead along with snaps from his recent concert in South Korea. At around the same time, Kanye, who recently denied shock allegations of sexual assault and sex trafficking made by his former assistant, Lauren Piscata, posted the photo his wife 30 warned fans a security breach had occurred on her own account. This account has been subject to reoccurring hacks. Bianca simply wrote, "Anything strange is not me." The most recent photos on Bianca's Instagram account were on the sexy snaps Kanye took of her last year. This account has been subject to... Oh, okay. This is black. And then this is Kanye with this fucking Yeezy shirt, right? Anyways, image shown the brunette posing in white lace lingerie while posting in her hotel room in Japan, and shots which were taken in October last year. And the shoot that boosted her petite frame with a pair of stilettos, and wore her blonde locks in a bouncy blonde out style which covered her pretty features. Oh, Jesus. Okay, anyways. Edible... She had edible lingerie on. Fucking Kanye, man. I don't... Kanye and her just do... Yeah, they just do a bunch of weird shit. If you want to read the rest, I'll leave it in the description as well. God. Fuck. So stupid. FBI source says agency has missing minute from Epstein jail tape. Oh. The minute of surveillance video allegedly missing from the footage of the night Jeffrey Epstein was found dead in his prison cell has apparently been found. Source familiar with the investigation told the Daily Mail that the FBI and DOJ are both in possession of the minute that the video the agencies previously said was not there because of a tape transition that occurred automatically every night. The Justice Department released earlier this month, nearly 11 hours of surveillance footage of the area of the prison leading to Epstein's cell the night he died. It was meant to prove that no one went towards the convicted child sex offender that night as conspiracies raged. That Epstein was murdered to prevent him from spilling secrets about high-profile co-conspirators. Sleuths quit. Well, it's not even that. He fucking hung himself. Or he killed himself somehow. Sleuths quickly found there was a 1-minute gap in the footage overnight from August 9th to August 10th, 2019, which only led to more speculation that a cover-up was underway. Yeah. The time code on the screen jumped forward 1 minute just before midnight. When the video was released earlier this month, it was described as raw footage. Attorney General Pam Bondi was questioned about the video in a July 8th cabinet meeting, and she claimed the Bureau of Prison told her it was an antiquated process that happened every night when the tapes automatically reset. Now it's revealed that FBI is in possession of a version of the video that includes the missing minute. So there's Epstein, there's the video. Yeah, basically as soon as it got to like, as soon as it turned 2 more milliseconds, it turned over to new day, basically. I was like, wait a minute, what the? And it's unclear why this section was missing when the video released earlier in July, or what is in the video that wasn't previously shown. And there are still questions swirling over whether the Justice Department will decide to release the found minute. Bondi has taken much of the brunt of the criticism over the admin's handling of the Epstein files over the last month. In an unsigned joint memo, made public on July 6th, the DOJ and FBI claimed a months-long review of the files found that the disgraced financer and sex offender was not murdered in his cell. It also concluded that there was no so-called client list of co-conspirators and said that no one else would be charged in relation to his crimes. The drop of non-information did include making public for the first time the video showing a man they claim was Epstein being escorted to his jail cell the night of August 9, 2019. The video is blurry and the staircase hand railing prevents a clear view of the person being escorted by the prison guard to his cell. It did show that no one went in the direction of his unit until prison staff was seen bringing breakfast to his room the morning of August 10th, 2019, but instead found him dead in his cell with sheets around his neck. So that's okay. Yeah. Hung himself with the sheets. Original coroner reports concluded that Epstein committed suicide, and the most recent DOJ review backed up that finding. Multiple officials say that the surveillance footage is a key piece of evidence proving that Epstein did die by suicide. Bonnie said that this month that the Justice Department would share other videos that showed the same 1-minute reset happen every night at the Metropolitan Correctional Center in New York City. No such video has been released, and Epstein's death continues to be fodder for conspiracy theories. Well, because he did a lot of heinous shit, and people think they're fucking trying to hide it. Right? For whatever reason, they're very adamant on trying to protect whoever was with, right, Epstein on the island visits. A lot of people are kind of upset. What do you got here? Married special education teacher pleads guilty to sending nudes to student on Snapchat. Oops. See, this is why we can't have. This is why Snapchat is dangerous, or social media. Married special education teacher from Missouri. Oh god, it's Misery Land. Has admitted to sending nude images to a 16-year-old student, but avoided jail after more severe CSAM. Severe charges including statutory rape and sex trafficking of a child were dropped. Oh. Ricky Lynn Laughlin. Oh, it's this chick. Yeah, Laughlin. Yeah, I think we read about this. In the news. 26 sent X-rated photos and the video of herself using a sex toy to the teen student over Snap. Wait, what? As well as soliciting. Wait, she was pleasuring herself and sent her a photo? What the fuck? Nude pics of the boy and started trying to pressure him into having sex. According to Marist County investigators, KRGC reported. Laughlin pleaded guilty to endangering the welfare of the child, creating substantial risk, first degree. First offense, no sexual conduct last Thursday, according to the report. She was a teacher at St. James High School in St. James, Misery Land, around 75 miles southwest of St. Louis, at the time of the crimes between September 8th and October 19th, 2023. On October 23rd last year, prosecutors charged Laughlin with felony counts of possession of CP, tamper or attempt to tamper with a victim in a felony prosecution, statutory rape, second degree, sexual exploitation of a minor, tampering with the physical evidence, and a felony prosecution. Ooh, that's bad. That doesn't look good. Furnishing pornographic material to a... Well, I mean, all of this is real bad. Yeah. Oh, shit. Under trafficking of a child, second degree, under 18 years of age. Where was this? Oh, yeah, Misery Land, basically. So, in Misery Land, age of consent is 18. And, right. And you're an adult at 18 anyways. In most states, so yeah. Laughlin was sentenced to 5 years of probation last week. The student reportedly told police that things progressed fast after the Snapchat exchanged, and that he and Laughlin had kissed. When she allegedly invited him to have sex, he made excuses because he did not feel comfortable. Sorry, excuse me. Probably because statement by the Marist County Sheriff's Office states. Marist County officials first launched an investigation after the Phillips County detective tipped them off about an inappropriate relationship at the school. KSDK reported at the time, citing the statement. Case was transferred to Grundy County on a change of venue in May last year, KTTN reported. There you have it. So I'm guessing they keep changing venues because, I guess because she's moving, or they're moving her to different jail county or some shit. Correctional facilities? I don't know. DemGov Westmore says party just gave up on certain parts of U.S. in 2024. Campaign. Gov Westmore, DMD, said the Democratic Party gave up on the certain parts of the U.S. in the 2024 election, lamenting the party's focus on certain states. Former DNC chair Jamie Harrison spoke to more on his podcast at Our Table and asked the Democratic governor if there was anything former Vice President Kamala Harris or the campaign should have done differently. Moore replied, "I don't know. It's always challenging if such a large percentage of the country, rightly or wrongly, feels the country is going in the right direction. It's just difficult to be the vice president, to come into that. I don't know what she could have done differently or whatever happened. The thing I think we have to remember to do, though, is I've been deeply disappointed where it feels like there are certain areas and communities that we almost seemingly just gave up on. Well, yeah, you fucking idiots. Yeah, dude, we just stopped competing. We stopped making the case. We came up with this philosophy where, listen, it all comes down to 3 states. Wait, really? Was that really their whole game plan? Not, it wasn't their whole game plan of trying to vilify Trump too, the whole time, constantly. You couldn't move on from the whole Trump bad, evil orange man bad. or the fact that you were just going to be a carbon copy of fucking Biden. Harrison agreed and added, "We ceded ground. We cede ground." And it's like, do you know who hears this thing is only going to come down to 3 states? The other 47, like, we don't even matter? Man, when we hear we need to make sure we go after the working voter in Pennsylvania. And that's the key. You know who hears that? Everybody. You're not talking about. And I just think we ceded a lot of ground. I mean, this is just more talking. He's a Democrat. Or argue that a lot of key Democratic voters felt taken for granted in 2024. You ain't black. And then we get upset, and then we're like, what happened with this group? What happened with that group? And they're saying like, yo, what happened to that party, to the party? I think there needs to be a real level setting about who is our base. Man, and who are we fighting for? This is not a game for people. This is not a game theory. This is not checkers. They're real life. These are real lives. Damn, wow. He gets it, finally. Fucking, finally, oh my gosh. Moore spoke to Fox News' Brett Bayer, earlier this month, and said he was not considering running for president in 2028. And the thing is, I think that anybody who's talking about 2028 is not taking 2025 seriously. Ooh, good one, hey. Yeah, you need to fix your fucking party, like, right now. Because it's in fucking shambles. He added, Harrison recently spoke to Gov. Tim Walz, former Vice President Kamala Harris' running mate in 2024, about the Democratic Party. Walz wondered why the party comes off as being anti-success during their conversation. Well, I mean, they sound like fucking anti-America. That's what they sound like, too. We as Democrats, we want people to pay their fair share, but why are we against people being successful like that? We can't be. Why are we against... We should talk about businesses. Not all businesses exploit their workers, and we get ourselves stuck in that. And I think we lose them, Walz said. Oh, no fucking Walz. Ugh. Yeah. But yeah. Well, I mean, I think you guys are just out of touch, really. You clearly don't know what I want, so you clearly don't know what some people want. I mean, you clearly only care about, right, your fanatics that'll fight for you and die for you, right? Your sheeple, if you will. Arkansas. Police. Release sinister photo of parent killer wanted for Devil's Den double homicide as manhunt continues. Oh yeah. Sorry. We don't need we don't need this one anymore. We already saw that they got, right. They got him and everything. But yeah, he's been got. What is this one? Woman who lost both legs after crazed ex shoved her in front of NYC train gives tear-jerking speech at sentencing. More than the life I lived with my feet. Jesus fuck. That's so fucked up. A woman whose crazed ex shoved her in front of Manhattan subway. See what I mean when people fuck? See? See what I mean? People will shove you in front of a fucking train or a bus or a car sometimes. You gotta be careful. Heartbreakingly described losing both of her legs as the maniac was sentenced in court Tuesday. Ada Blake delivered a gut-wrenching victim impact statement, yearning about sensations she's missed since doctors amputated both her legs as her parolee ex-beau. Christian Valdez, 36, was slapped with a sentence of 18 years behind bars. An iteration of me was murdered that day. That could feel the earth beneath her feet. Victim Ada Blake said from a motorized chair in Manhattan Supreme Court of the horrific March 2024 attack at Fulton Street. To feel the comfort of a soft filler. Feel the pile of a shag carpet. I feel the water flow between your toes. I mourn the life that I lived with my feet. But why did you make a poem? I guess that's one way to fucking grieve, yeah. Valdez had pleaded guilty in June to 1 count of attempted murder in the 2nd degree. Blake, who was 29 at the time of the attack, was Valdez's girlfriend when the pair got into an argument on the platform of the 2 1/3 train line at the Fulton Street station on March 9th, 2024, prosecutors have said. He viciously threw me into the path of an oncoming, and in genuine disbelief my body made contact with filth and screaming steel, Blake said, revealing that she remembered bits of flesh from her legs in her own hands when she was rescued from the tracks. Both of Blake's legs were amputated at a nearby hospital, and she also suffered fractures to her ribs. And a blood clot in her lungs, prosecutors have said. Valdez left the station after the attack before fleeing to New Jersey. He returned to the Big Apple hours later, and he was arrested in Brooklyn. The psycho, who offered no apology in court, had torn off his ankle monitoring bracelet just a day before the... Wait! He was already a criminal in the system? Oh, Jesus. Jesus fuck. He was out on parole after a 2020 conviction of stabbing a Bronx woman and her 4-year-old daughter. No fucking way. No way. And you fucking got into a relationship with this guy? Holy shit. The dude is on... What the fuck? And Blake said that she will never feel safe or comforted riding the subway again after the attack. Did she know about this? There's no fucking way. Oh, no. What? I am confused. Perverse circumstances have left me traumatized, disfigured, and marred. Were you trying to fix this person? Is that what you were trying to do? What the fuck? Marginalized even further and vulnerably on Earth as an African-American disabled female, she said. Valdez was also sentenced to 5 years of post-release supervision and given a full order of protection against the victim. Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg said in a statement that he hopes Blake will find some justice with the sentencing. Oh wow, Alvin Bragg actually is not going to fuck this one over? That's a first. Christian Valdez will serve nearly 2 decades in prison following the conviction of for committing a life-threatening act of domestic violence in our transit system, Bragg said. As a result of this extremely serious attack, the victim has permanent physical injuries and experiences emotional trauma. I hope the resolution of this case offers her some sense of justice. There we have it. What is this? Female victim Holly by U.S. Senator from Ohio has returned to her home country of Russia following a... Oh yeah, this is the woman that got beat up in Russia. Wait. Oh no, no, Cincinnati, I'm sorry. Basically, this was the couple that got assaulted, right, by that group. It was literally like what, a group of like 5 people that attacked them, basically. And they didn't even fight back, right? She didn't even fight back. She literally got sucker punched every time. Oh wait. Did I do that? Oh, that was the... No, I'm sorry. That was the other one. It's because of the video. The Dark Knight Rises actor Alan Abed-Bald deceased at 60 after collapsing on the beach. Oof. The Dark Knight Rises actor Alan Abed-Bald has passed away. The Post can confirm he was 60. Abed-Bald collapsed and died on Habonim Beach in Tel Aviv, Israel on Tuesday morning, according to the Jerusalem Post. Onlookers claim that Israeli actor was swimming in the water, and when he came out, he told people he was feeling unwell before he collapsed. Stroke? Cardiac arrest? Heart attack, maybe? Alright, something like that. Paramedics rushed to the scene and spent an hour trying to resuscitate Abed-Bald, but they were unsuccessful for the Jerusalem Post. Shelley Aloni, CEO of the talent agency that repped the Star, told the Post, Alan Abed-Bald, a father, a man, an actor, an artist, and above all, our beloved longtime friend, passed away this morning. Alan, I love you. The cause of death is currently unknown. Miki Zohar, Israeli's Minister of Culture and Sport, paid tribute to Abed-Bald on X. I was deeply saddened to hear about the sudden passing of the actor Alan Abed-Bald. May his memory be blessed, Zohar wrote. Over the years, he portrayed a wide range of characters, bringing depth and emotion to them, leaving a profound mark on Israeli culture. The later actor is reportedly survived by his wife. Wait, what? Survived by his wife. What the fuck? Shir Belia, and their 4 children. Oof, and left a huge family behind. Abed-Bald portrayed Russian nuclear physicist Dr. Leonid Pavel in 2012's The Dark Knight Rises, the third and final film in Christopher Nolan's Batman trilogy. Dr. Pavel is kidnapped by Bane, Tom Hardy, in the movie, which made over $1 billion at the box office. Born on May 28th, 1965 in Kiryat Ada, Israel, Abed-Bald had his breakout role in Two Fingers from Sidon in 1986. 2 years later, he appeared in Rambo the 3 alongside Sylvester Stallone. Dark Knight Rises, there he is. Abed-Bald went on to star Ridley Scott's 2008 action thriller Body of Lies and the 2016 political thriller London Has Fallen. Oh, he was in there too. Oh wow, shit. It was also in the drama film Septembers of Shiraz, starring Adrian Brody and Salma Hayek, which premiered at the 2015 Toronto Film Festival. On television, Eva Ball appeared in episodes of Snowfall, Homeland, Fringe, NCIS, The Mentalist, Castle, The Leftovers, Twin Peaks, Madam Secretary, and Hawaii Five-0. Yeah, he played a lot of roles. According to his IMDb, Abet Ball was set to star in the upcoming film Jacob's Dream, which is in pre-production. During his career, he won Best Actor for his role in Out of the Blue at the Jerusalem Film Festival and Best Supporting Actor at the 2003 Israeli Film Academy Awards. There you have it. Passed away at 60 due to what looks like a cardiac arrest or something, right? They'll probably get a official release statement on his death. Recidivist walking around Bronx neighborhood with gun arrested. Less than 24 hours after deadly NYC shooting, sources. Oh yeah, he was just walking around. Yeah, he's just walking around with it. What the fuck? An emotionally disturbed recidivist was arrested after he was spotted walking around Bronx neighborhood with what appeared to be a long gun in broad daylight. Less than 24 hours after a mass shooter killed an NYPD officer and 3 others at a luxury Park Avenue office tower. That's the NFL office tower, basically. Oh, apparently none of all the officers there, or the officers in the Park Avenue office, they weren't even real officers. They didn't have firearms. They weren't real security. Like, oh shit, man. The 42-year-old man who has more than 70 prior arrests, including 6 gun charges, was nabbed shortly after police arrived at 1402 Nelson Avenue to canvass the High Bridge neighborhood around 12:30 p.m. According to the NYPD and law enforcement sources, a photo obtained by the Post shows the man wearing a black t-shirt, black shorts, white sneakers, and a black backpack, toting the firearm in his left hand. Oops, sorry. The armed suspect, known to police as an emotionally disturbed individual with multiple related arrests, allegedly told cops the gun he was carrying was an air rifle. Law enforcement said, okay, well, I mean, doesn't make it any safer. You can still fucking shoot someone's eye out. Also, you don't know how powerful this air rifle is. There are air rifles that have the right capacity to pierce human skin and shit, so you don't want that shit. The investigation is ongoing, with police working to execute a search warrant on the suspected perp. The latest scare comes just a day after gunman Shane Tamura. Why didn't they just say it up here? See, that's another issue with articles. They don't just say they wait till later. It's like, why didn't you just name it up here, or when you could have? Anyways. The latest scare comes just a day after gunman Shane Tamura, 27, stormed a posh midtown skyscraper home to Blackstone and NFL headquarters. Well, they want to leave you in suspense. They want to keep you reading. I mean, all they had to do was say the NFL headquarters up here, and people would have been like, oh, it's one of the, well, and again, I don't know. That's just me. And opened fire with a rifle around 6:30 p.m., killing 4 people before turning the gun on himself. Among the victims were NYPD officer Didorul Islam, whose wife is pregnant with their 3rd child, Blackstone exec and mother of 2, Wesley Lepatner, security guard Alan Etna, and Julia Hyman, a management associate at building owner Rudin Management. The unhinged gunman who journeyed from Nevada to unleash bloodshed in the Big Apple left behind bizarre notes in his wallet claiming he had neurodegenerative disease, chronic traumatic encephalopathy, CTE. The brain disease linked to repeated blows to the head, yes. Commonly found in football players. Yes. I mean, it's not... You can get it from... I mean, you could obviously get it from hockey, too, right? Any sport that has you doing, right, a lot of physicality, and, right, in a sense, like, combat. I hate to say it, but combat. Because you're fucking tackling each other. You're fucking, like, getting down low, fucking taking out people's legs and shit, man. It's combat. Oh yeah, in UFC, this happens a lot because constantly getting punched in the face, you know. But yeah. This is why you should after every like physical sport that has you like fighting, all right, having you taking on like a lot of trauma or force, you should take some time to recuperate, right? Let your body heal. Brain to be studied in the wake of the massacre. Yeah, that was a weird one too. Please study brain for CTE, he wrote in a 3-page letter. I'm sorry, the league knowingly concealed the dangers to our brains to maximize profits. They failed us. What? Yeah, that's another. I think this guy was just a nut job, right? When he says statements like these, because it's like this has been known for a while now. So it's like when he made these kinds of statements, it's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's just a lunatic. He also named checked Terry Long, yeah, who was also one who had CTE, former Pittsburgh Steelers player, who was diagnosed with CTE after downing antifreeze to kill himself 20 years ago. Mayor Eric Adams confirmed Tuesday that the mentally ill shooter appeared to have been targeting NFL's corporate headquarters, which has offices in the 44-story building, but he stopped at the 33rd floor. Investigators are still probing an exact motive for the bloodshed. Yeah. Yeah, the dude just went off his rockers. Yeah, everybody was thinking, oh shit, do we got a copycat? Because this guy was walking around with a fucking air rifle, right? You never know. You never know. Anyways, that's gonna do it for all the news readings. If you wanna take a look, they will be in the description. And yeah. Thanks for watching. Give a like, subscribe. And take care of yourself.